So in this video on opportunity-related functionality within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales, we're going to cover our quotations. Now, this is one in series we've done specifically around opportunity-related themes in Dynamics. You can see links to others in the series below. Also, you've got suggested content ideas, or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. Anyway, let's go into the system. I'll show you what I mean by quotations. So I'm in an opportunities area at the moment. I'm specifically in RB test opportunity, and I'm in the summary tab at the moment. In the previous video we actually did a session on products and product management in the system, how you can manage a list of products as well as manage price lists as well. Now, if you're going to do that, if you're going to manage products, as I've done here, I've added products and pricing to this opportunity to give it sort of a higher degree of granularity of information, if you like. What I can also do is create quotations. So I've got a quotations tab here as well. So why would I want to track quotations? Well, if you're going to track information about products and pricing, and you've got things like templates within the system, then it's a great way of getting quotations done quickly and easily and in a sort of consistent format and style. Equally, they're legally binding documents, so having visibility of what quotations have gone out to which clients and when is potentially very useful. So if I want to track a quotation for an opportunity, and bear in mind, for a given opportunity, we can have multiple quotations. So we might do an initial quotation, but the client says, yeah, that's fine, but I want this version of it, or to change that quotation in some way. Then we might issue another quotation they might want, or we might negotiate a discount, so there might be another quotation. So over time there may be many quotations for a given opportunity, and we've got the ability to track those here. So if I want to do a quotation, I can just go to this area called New Quote, just click that, and then that creates my quotation. Now what it's doing, it's obviously giving it a quote ID, a revision ID. It's saying I'm the owner. It gives it a name which it inherits from the opportunity, currency, the price list that's being used. This is all being pulled from the related opportunity record. And you can see here, because I'd already populated the products, it's got those products appearing in the top of the screen here. Now, I don't have to just use the products that are on the opportunity record. I could add further products to this if I wanted to. If I wanted to create if I wanted to change something here, I'm changing the quantity from 2 to 3. And if I just refresh that, it's going to update the totals, which it has. So it pre-populates the quotation, but you've obviously got the flexibility to change the products and pricing that's held there. So that's that area here, so I can tweak this. This is a editable grid displaying at the moment, though I can change that to be a read-only grid if I want to. I've got the products and services that make up this quotation. As I say, I can add to that. And then I've got a summary of that data held here. So let's say I'm happy with that now, and I've created my quotation. At the moment, it's in a sort of draft in progress format, but I can change that status by clicking activate quote at the top here. So when I activate that, it says success, your quote is now activated, and it's no longer editable. So if we've sent a quote to a client, we don't want somebody being able to edit that subsequently. So that quote is now done. If I go back to the opportunity record, I can see within my quotes area I've got that quote that I just created. So if I want to go into that, let's say a client said, yeah, that's great, Richard, but actually we want, 4 items instead of 3 items. Then what I can do is I've got the ability to revise it and create a revision. So at the moment, this has got a revision numbered of 0. If I click on revise, then that's going to create me a revised quote. So it's actually going to close the original and create a new one for me, and it's automatically given me a revision ID there. If I want to now change that to 4, I can change that to 4. Go on that, do a quick refresh. That will change the numbers. And if I want to now activate that quote, I can do so as we did before. So if I now go to the test opportunity and go back to quotes, I can see I've got the two. I've got the one I've just created and the original that is now closed as having been revised. So if I go into that, what I can do now is generate a quotation document itself. So I've got this ability to export to PDF. I've also got the ability to merge to a Word template if I prefer to do that. So if I export to PDF, I've got a number. I can set up as many templates as I like in the system. I've got a couple here. You can see I've got a print quote for customer. I've got a quote summary. So I can choose either of those options. I've also got the ability to download that PDF. I've got the ability to email that PDF to the client. I've got the ability to save that PDF to Dynamics if I wish to. We've also got the ability to merge across to Word as well. So it's a very powerful way of being able to generate a quotation quite quickly and merge it into a standard template and send that out to the client. If I want to close the quote because it's not going ahead, I can do that. I can give it a reason. It's lost, cancelled, we revised it. And if I wish to, I can note this as being successful. I can simply say, right, well, we want this, create an order from this. So I can create an order record from the quotation. So if I click on that, that will set the quotation to 1 and date 1. And what it will do is it will close the opportunity and calculate the actual revenue of the opportunity from the quote. So if I OK that, that's now generated my order for me. So that quote has turned into an order. If I go back to the opportunity record, I'll see that that is now recorded as 1, and the revenue has been, the actual revenue rather than the estimated revenue, the actual revenue that sits behind this has been updated. So that's a sort of quick run through the quotation functionality. I think it's really powerful, particularly if you're going to track products anyway. It's just one step further. Being able to generate quotes quickly is useful, and also be able to do that into a sort of standard template gives you much more control in terms of what's going out being sent to clients. You've got much more visibility of potentially legally binding documents that are going out to clients. So it's well worth sort of managing that sort of quotation process. Also, if you've got greater visibility of what you're quoting, I think you've got more potential to cross-sell other products and services. And I think you can do some quite clever things around quote follow-up as well. So if you're tracking quotations, you might want to put in dashboards, views or alerts that tell you quotations that you potentially haven't followed up as yet. So actually put some rigor in terms of that follow-up of the quotation. And that's just going to help you convert more quotations to end business. Anyway, that's a quick tour of the quotations functionality and how it relates to opportunities within the CRM system. As I say, it's one in a series we've done specifically on opportunity related functionality within Dynamics. You can see others in the series below. Also, if you've got suggested content ideas or you need any help with Microsoft Dynamics, please see the links below. Anyway, thank you very much for your time today, and hopefully see you again soon.